Police Athletic League. The story. The Police Athletic League is also known as PAL, and it is the largest independent youth development not-for-profit organization in the USA. The PAL was created in New York, but nowadays is based on all states and cities of the USA. The Police Athletic League, together with the law enforcement community, supports and inspires the youth to realize their full individual potential as productive members of society. The main goal of this association is that all children and young adults will have a fun place to play, learn, and grow, nurtured by a special relationship with youth development professionals and police officers. The PAL philosophy is grounded in the belief that young people's individual strengths and capabilities can guide them to productive adulthoods. The story of Robert Morgenthau. Robert Morgenthau was born in New York in 1919, and he served as the president and chairman of the Police Athletic League. In 1961 and 1963, he was appointed U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York City by President John Kennedy. His family has always been close to the presidents of the U.S. Such is the case that his grandfather was ambassador to Turkey under President Woodrow Wilson, and his father served as Secretary of Treasury under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. However, in 1941, life took Robert to join the army, and after having been discharged as a lieutenant commander, he decided to enter Yale Law School, where he earned his degree, and after obtaining his degree, he served as United States Attorney. However, despite these achievements and facts, the most significant act of his life is the impact that he made on the lives of New York City's neediest children, as for 57 years he was the president and the chairman of the Police Athletic League, where he provided leadership. Indeed, under his leadership, the PAL has successfully expanded its breadth of services to include not only athletics, but also educational programs. But when did the PAL story begin? Good question. It all began in 1914, when a police commissioner known Arthur Boots began a social movement that could be eventually known as the Police Athletic League. His concern for the poor children who lived in congested tenements was such that he organized a citywide search for vacant lots to be converted into playgrounds. Apart from providing a safe place, Boots hoped that opportunities for wholesome play under the supervision could reduce the temptation of doing things wrongly. The playgrounds that were designed by Arthur Boots also served as a means to open positive interactions between children and police officers in order to reduce tension. At the same time, Arthur Boots was creating the PAL. Other individual under the name of John Sweeney, a captain of the Lower East Side 1st Police Precinct, was creating a serious program for young boys called the Junior Police. This organization was very similar to the one created by Boots, as their handbook specified the development of civic responsibility, bringing a good relationship with the police and laying a foundation for good citizenship were the primary goals. A few years later, when the police commissioner Louis Valentine obtained a list of 5,000 truants ready to enroll the PAL, it was starting to be recognized as a serious organization, and such was the case that President Franklin D. Roosevelt stated, "I hope PAL Week will serve to focus attention on the constructive character building program. In the last years of the 1930s, the expansion of the PAL begins, and in 1937 the Police Athletic League had already 70,000 members. During the years of the Second World War, a good number of PAL children contributed to wartime efforts by organizing scrap salvage drives, helping with the Red Cross activities. The Police Athletic League provided supervised care for the children of parents engaged in war and civilian defense duties. After the war years, the PAL becomes renewed. During the following years, social workers began to be hired to assist with the treatment of troubled youngsters under the precepts of the PAL. The number of these youngsters was so high that the PAL created the placement division in order to help young people find jobs together with vocational guidance. 1960 is marked as a significant period of expansion for the PAL educational program. In the following years, 1963, the first federal funds were allocated for PAL programs under the War on Poverty program launched by President Lyndon B. Johnson. The PAL Board of Directors of the 1990s implemented a campaign to build a new state-of-the-art community centers. A $40 million capital campaign was launched to create 3 new centers and renovated existing centers. In these years, new facilities were opened in the South Bronx as Webster Giannone PAL Center, in Harlem and South Jamaica, Queens, in 2004. Lastly, from 2000 to present times, the PAL enhanced its programs and launched initiative and innovative ways to help New York City and USA youth, as for example, after-school clubs and summer school programs and sport clubs, to develop vital and academic skills, focusing on academic achievements on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and maths. Today, in 2024, PAL programs continue to meet the ever-changing needs of inner-city youth with new initiatives, services, and programs. Thanks for watching.